The following segment contains images that may be disturbing to some viewers.
I think steroids are as American as apple pie.
What's going on, guys? All right, listen. Let's jump right into it right now. First of all, Dave did a video. Dave Palumbo did a video on RX Muscle, all right, and he talked about synthol. And at the end of the video, he brought up me, and he said, listen, when it comes to putting oil or something in your arms or whatever he said, something like that, and he said, you don't want to be like Gregg and get it, because that's too much, and then you're going to get an abscess, like he had an abscess or something along those lines. And, I was upset because one of the guys got a hold of me, one of the people watched that, and, some of the people like, Valentino sees, Dave says it, he doesn't believe him. So when I called up Dave, I got a hold of him, I texted him right away, and he called me up immediately, and he said to me, oh, that's not true, I never said you did synthol. And I said, don't put oil in your arm, because like you, meaning me, put, the testosterone in your arm, and that's oil. So it's like oil. It's might as well just tell people you to put oil in your arm, because that's oil. Testosterone's oil. No, it's not. It is oil, but that's not the same thing. It's not synthol. I get what he's trying to say. 3 cc's of synthol is like steroids without the oil. It's like oil-based steroids without the drug, right? So if you take 3 cc's of synthol and shoot it in there, or 3 cc's of testosterone or something like that, he's saying it's the same. Now, I don't believe it's the same, because I believe that the steroid also helps to give a little localized growth as well. You know what I mean? Put the testosterone right there, and it's going to give you a little localized growth. But that's not why I did it. That's partially why I did it, but the other reason is I didn't want to stick it in my ass, because all my friends that have shot their butts have these giant asses, right? So I shot it locally. I'm not going to lie, I did it, right? And I did a lot of it. But I never dumped a whole bottle. A few guys are right, Valentino took a whole bottle. No, I never took a whole bottle and put it right in that one. That's ridiculous. I got to spread it around in the arm, right? You know what I mean? I'll throw 3 cc's and 3 cc's. You can't put 3 cc's here and not put 3 cc's there. Well, your arm would look retarded, right? So I would use 3 cc's of cypionate propionate, mostly propionate. Back in the day, it was propionate. Propionate was my baby. Anyway, it's fast acting, and I loved it. I'm an androgen junkie. Plus, I did, the equipoise, everything else, Gannibal. So anyway, forget about that. The bottom line is that, I was upset because Dave's my friend. He's still my friend. I still love Dave, but he got it wrong. I know Dave doesn't think he gets things wrong, but he does. Okay? And, it's not accurate. It's not accurate. Because he made people, when he said that, it made people think, you see, Valentino did synthol. And they, oh my God, they were like, oh, how great that is. Because, they're haters, they're trolls. They got no life. They're cowards, they're the pride of their families, like sitting online all day, oh, look at a muscle man. You know what I mean? But regardless, it's not true. So now I'm going to prove Dave wrong. Because Dave even said at the end I had an abscess. Guys, it was not an abscess. The balloon arm that you see, where I go like this, and it's this big balloon, right? And then you see a little bit of blood dripping. It was a hematoma, a bag of blood. Okay? I was hit by a baseball bat by my 9-year-old son. He was 9 at the time. Okay? He's now 35, going to be 34, going to be 35. He's NSA intelligence, by the way. But regardless, I was hit during practice. Basically, they used to call him Babe McGuire. It's just stupid. Because he was the big home run hitter, and it was in an all-star game. And I was standing behind and during batting practice, and I was helping the catcher, which I used to do all the time. Okay? And the little catcher kids, they're 9 years old, they get the ball, they can't even wear an old big catcher stuff, and they couldn't pick up the ball, or sometimes I'd be behind him and I'd have to throw the ball back to the pitcher, or I'd give it to the catcher, he'd throw it back to the pitcher. Now, when my son was up, he used to have a habit of swinging and letting him go with a bat behind him, like this, coming all the way around and bang, like that. And what he did was he let go of the bat and hit me here. but my whole arm blew up. That wasn't just the bicep, it was the tricep, but seemed like the blood just mostly went towards the bicep. But my whole arm was swollen. And I left it like that for a long time because I thought, well, okay, it'll go away on its own, like a black eye, which is a hematoma. But it didn't go away. It encapsulated it. So now I had this big tit on one arm. Not both arms, one arm. So you Synthol people like, oh, I see Valentino did Synthol. Because of that arm. It was one arm. It wasn't both arms. Both arms didn't have a big tit. It was one arm. Okay, so simmer down, and I'm gonna prove you right now. You're gonna get schooled right now because I'm gonna show you the video. Anyway, so eventually, I drained it of blood, and it was a lot of blood. Okay, I'm going to show you a tiny piece of that video because I can't put the video here. It's like a murder scene. It's bad. It's just a lot. There's a lot of blood. There's muck. There's mire. There's gore. There's blood shooting all over the place. There's blood. I don't know where else I could put it where on the internet that you guys could see it. Because I don't care. You can see it. It's disgusting. But I'm going to put a little piece of it here, which is also going to be disgusting. So I hope to God there's no problems with it. There's going to be. There's I'm going to have to put like there's a disclaimer on this video. Okay? Now, there's no sound to it because I must have hit the sound button when I was doing it. But you're going to see a phone cord. It was 2000. I called Bob Bonham on the phone. That's why there's a phone cord in the video. You will see, the coil like of a phone cord. Because I was on a phone like this and I'm pulling the blood up. And you're going to see me pull the blood out once or twice. I had a glass. I shot it into a glass. Big glass like this. And then I dumped it into a jar. You know what I mean? I wasn't sure if should I go get this thing checked, this blood checked for any sort of bacteria or anything. But I didn't. I wound up dumping it. And I didn't get no infection. I didn't have any kind of anything. The arm just flattened out. But I was left with like a ball sack of the skin. That's why you see the skin cut. I had pictures put online of skin cut. I'm the one who put the pictures online. It wasn't like some secret photos, But now I'm going to show you. So in the video I'm going to place here, okay, is going to show you that Dave was wrong. Dave, I know you think you're right, but you're not right. Okay, there was no oil in that arm. Anyway, that was a hematoma. Okay, I have had infections before. I've had it in the other arm. I had an infection from using a dirty needle. That's why there was a hole in the arm. That's a different story. But that big balloon arm that everybody sees, a Synthol, poster boy for Synthol. I drained it of blood. Okay, you're going to see this video right now. I drained it of blood. Okay. And then the thing is, you're going to see, there's only blood. There's no oil. There's no pus. Wasn't an infection. It's red, gross, more like maroonish red because it's dead blood. Because that's what a hematoma is. All right? I squirted it in thing and I threw it out. Now you're going to see it. You're going to see it. So, before you watch this, if I'm giving you a warning right now of viewer discretion, a warning. It's not pretty. It is gross. I'm giving you the G-rated version of it, but it's still gross, and it could still cause trouble on YouTube here. Okay? I don't mean any harm, but I'm using this for educational purposes only. So you people can see it was a hematoma that I drained and how I drained it. It was not an infection. It was not oil. There was no oil came out of there. If it was a bag filled with oil, you'd see oil coming out. People are unbelievable. Now, some of you, and I don't really care. The reason why I'm making a video more than anything is to prove Dave wrong. I love Dave. Dave's my friend. But he does, I was very upset with him. And I talked to him on the phone. And he said, I never said you did synthol. It was in the synthol video, but I just simply said, don't shoot oil in your arm. You know, because like, look what Greg Valentino did, and they've got an abscess, and you don't want to be like him. Well, you said oil. These guys fucking think you're talking about oil. Oh, no. I meant the oil from the steroids. It's the same thing. That's what he says. It's the same thing. It's not the same thing. One has drug in it. The other has just dead oil. It's only the same thing in the sense that it's still oil's oil. If you shoot 3 cc's of testosterone, okay, oil-based testosterone, or you shoot 3 cc's of just oil. Shoot that. You're still going to stretch the fascia, do all the shit that oil's supposed to do, synthol's supposed to do. But that's not what I did. I shot testosterone, okay? Because I wasn't going to shoot it in my ass and have a big ass like all my friends do. That's what I want. That's what I did. And you don't have to believe me. At this point in the game, I don't care. But I have to combat what Dave said, okay? Because he's my friend and he knows better. And he tries to, I didn't say it, you know what's wrong. But he also said the abscess. And there was no abscess there. I don't know why he said there was no abscess. It was a hematoma. He knows this. And when I talked to him on the phone, you know, he whitewashed it. So now I got to do this. You know what I mean? I have to show, you know, I got to show he's wrong and I'm right. So you're about to see it. So get ready. Get anybody that's in the room out of the room. Because here we go. This is really gross. Viewer discretion advised. Watch what you get. It's going to be gross. So, okay? And we'll come back after it's done.
The following segment contains images that may be disturbing to some viewers.
Okay, so here, this is my big tit arm, okay? It's full of blood. Now, I've been pulling it out, so you can see blood all over the place. It's all over my bicep and everything. And you see the blood just filling up that syringe with, like, dead, maroonish-looking blood, okay? I had just pushed it in there. I cut this video up. I had to, okay? I had just shot it in here. The video, it foams up when you shoot it in there. But look at that. That's a whole, all that came out of one bicep. And that wasn't the end. It was a lot more to this, okay? It's on the TLC show. Some of you can see more of this on the TLC show. You see that on top? That's foam. That's like from shooting, like this, shooting the blood back in there. But it's, you don't see any oil. There's no pus. There's no, and there I am pouring it into a jar because I poured it in a jar for a reason because I wasn't sure if I was going to have to take it and get it checked if there was an infection. But I never did that. There's the old glass behind it. Look at all that. That's pure blood. Dead blood. That came out, all that came out of one bicep.
You could sit here and watch this and think that I'm the biggest jerk off or fluke or freak or whatever you want to call me, you know. I may not look appealing to you or anybody else, but that doesn't matter.
So there you have it. Did you see oil in there? You saw nasty looking gross blood, but there was no pus, no oil. Now, some of you are like, well, what was that shit floating on the top? That's from shooting like this. The blood, and then the blood goes in there and like almost like foam, so and coagulates. That's all that was. All right, none of that shit came out. It wasn't like crap coming out of the fucking arm. It was just blood. So when you shoot it in there, you know, and the water, not the blood rather, it comes in like shooting in there like foam. It hits the other blood that's in there and like foams up. You know, from you shooting it, you know, like a water gun, you know. Anyway, so there you go. Now, you want to think that balloon arm is what I drained. Okay, I know the arm looked gross. It was like a, look, I gave it a friggin' G of G rating that you could possibly get on that. If I showed you the whole thing, it would be like this. I know people that have puked. I think Kevin Levrone might have threw up in the garbage. I don't remember. He might when he first saw it. I think he was one of the people that yacked. So, if I remember correctly, I'm not sure. I think he did, though. I think it was him. But there are people that have gotten sick. I'm sorry, I gotta drink a little root beer. Watching all that makes me thirsty. He's diet, so shut up. Look, I'm a diabetic. Diet. Anyway, so I mean, you guys could think whatever you want, you know. I really did this, not because I really don't give a shit too much what people think anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. 25 years of, that was in 2000, 25 years of people constantly, you know, accusing me of this and that, whatever. I don't even care. But, you know, the way Dave made it sound, whether he meant it or not, he said he didn't mean it that way. That's what he told me. But the way he made it sound, you know, feel you stroke to that. You know what I mean? So I have to put it that way. What did I do? I took steroids locally. What was that? That had nothing to do with anything. That had nothing to do with steroids. It had nothing to do with injections. It had to do with me getting hit with a bat. By then, by my 9-year-old back then, I'm burping up to a soda I just drank. So, by my 9-year-old, okay? He's now, again, going to turn 35, and he's, you know, he's intelligence with the government. But that's neither here nor there. I'm lack of intelligence. He's intelligence, I'm lack of intelligence. But, you know, so there you have it. You know, that's it. So, all you Synthol guys, you know what you could do, right? You know, I don't care. You know, don't put me in a... I know that arm looked ridiculous. I know it looked like a balloon. But it was a big bag of blood, and I drained it, and I had to eventually get the skin cut off that arm, and because I had like a ball sack after it was done. It wasn't bad, but for me, it was bad. You know, mentally, me looking at it, you would be like, wow, it's a little loose, you know, hanging there, but the skin, because it was like a big balloon, it was out there here. One arm, just one arm, and hematoma. So you can take your Synthol up your ass. No oil, no pus, just disgusting blood. So that's it. All right. Yeah, baby. I got some, you know, I'm going to do a story time. You know that. I think after the first of the year, I'm going to start doing some more on this channel. So like and subscribe. And listen, guys, if you like that video, all right, or if you don't like the video, if you think I'm full of shit, I don't care. Just proving that Dave, I love Dave, Dave's my friend, but I'm just proving he's wrong. And the way he worded it did not make me look good. You know, if I did a video and showed his bonds there. Anyway, listen, I'm going to be doing a story times. I'm going to be doing them on here, mother-in-law, all that cool stuff. I got it all coming, all right? It's the first year. But tell your friends about this video. Tell them to check that out. All right, if there's a place that I can actually upload the whole thing, you guys would be like that. You'd want to puke, like Kevin did. I think he hurled in a basket, a strongly shaped piece of gym in the garbage. You know, I'm pretty sure it was him. So he's my boy anyway. I love Kevin. So listen, there we go. Okay, capiche. All right, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Be good to your girl. Be good to your wife. Be good to your significant other. Pay your child support. Don't be a fucking deadbeat dad. I hate that shit. You know, like and subscribe for more. All right. For me, you guys. All right. Peace out, bro. Stop being a Momo. You know you're a Momo. We're all fucking Momos. But some of you are overdoing the Momo part.
I grew up reading Muscular Development.
Listen,
They told it to you straight. Greg Valentino told it to you straight. Remember that dude?
Oh
with
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
arms?
Well, he what the
Shoot
inject
Synthol?
synthol in his arms, make them like balloons. Yeah.
Fucked up, but he would tell you the real.
Yeah, come on, Greg.